What's up? Hey, what's happening, YouTube fam? What's good, y'all? What is good? What's great? What it is? What it ain't? What it gonna be like? It's Joseph R. Wheeler the third. Peace up. A-Town down. It's the third. You know what it is. Yo, we out here again. We gonna chop it up a little bit on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We're trying to keep it. We're gonna keep it happy. How about that? we're gonna keep Friday happy. Damn it. Because I was live on another one of my platforms for ONYXCON. Because as I tell y'all, ONYXCON, we are online. That's where we at. I mean, we active in reality too, but I'm saying we make what we make. Because right now I'm live. I'm living, I'm breathing, universe blessed, and I make what I do. There is no AI here. This is real. This is genuine. This is true. This ain't no robot. This ain't no digitized lookalike. This is really a real, thriving, healthy, strong, determined, powerful, well-connected, real man. You know what I'm saying? A universalist. And I was live on our fan base, because we have a fan base page too. And for everything I love about fan base, there's things I wish they would get better, but that's across the board. It don't matter who I'm talking about. Any platform we're on, all of them, none of them are without faults and flaws and things that could use improvement. But not just improvement. I'm talking about stuff that's like serious Swiss cheese holes in the frame, in the infrastructure. You can't. I was live, right? I was live on a live, and they have a thing where just like here we go live, you can sometimes you're going to get these people in the world that people label as trolls. Now, I'm going to tell you something. On Fanbase, because it's so new, it's so fresh, and it's kind of like, I keep telling people, it's the new frontier of social media. There's not a lot of trolls on there. I haven't experienced it until today. I really haven't. I have not experienced it. I've been, and by the way, I'm going to just get this out of my system real quick, and then we're going to talk about some other things. I just want to talk about this because I'm sharing it because I've talked about Fanbase before. I still promote them, and I still want people to go check them out. I do want people to check it out, support it, etc. But I'm telling you already that it does have some of the same old problems that every social media network entity has. They all got this issue of control. All right, so as I was saying, the app basically, nowadays everything's AI. So of course you'd have AI incorporated into an app like what I'm talking about. And I would make it where, look, it's keeping a transcription. You know how nowadays when you talk on most apps, it don't be good, because they don't, sometimes with slang and dialect, they can't understand your Southern dialect. I see it all. Every time I say ONYXCON, you know what it says? It says honest kind. I like it though. I like it because I'm like, yes, we are honest, and at our best, we are kind. So I like it. It's cute, but it pisses me off at the same time. If I really need that thing to say what I said, it will not say. It don't know what it is. Of course, it's a made up word. It's a made up word with purpose and a meaning, and it don't translate that. It don't, even with all the technology that links it to every Google search engine and everything where you can find us and get a definition of what ONYXCON is. You will see my posts. You'll see my links and everything. It don't do that. The AI don't know how to do that. So it'll just keep saying honest kind. It's funny as hell. So I'm saying, like, because it can do a transcription, it can register when you're cussing or whatever, and it can put up a little meter and just be like, it could be a little meter that shows where maybe there's a tap on my app that will let you know you got to go over the cussing meter. And it will be a warning that if you do this for too much longer, we're going to have to cut you off. Not just cut you off, because if you didn't know, that happens here. I've watched a rapper, I don't want to put this stigma on just rappers, like they're the only ones who cuss all the time and stuff as far as entertainers, but I mean, it is a part of the cultures of rap music and everything. All right, but no different than some other folks' music too. But we're just gonna deal with what it is. It is no, I ain't gonna even front. Nobody cusses as much as the genre of rap. There it is. Okay, I noticed I didn't say hip hop, because hip hop as a whole cultural phenomenon has many lanes. As we say here, I don't say for the culture, I say for the cultures. But what is typically considered rap and has been defined as rap, not just the act of rapping, but rap, or trap, especially nowadays, man, them dudes cuss every other word, M-bomb this, I can't stand it myself. I don't want to hear all that mess all the damn time. But it was this guy who, I have mixed feelings about him even currently. Like, he's entertaining, I ain't gonna say who it is, but I'll just say he's a West Coast artist, and that's very broad, extremely broad. And he was on live with some family and friends, and there was dudes in the background that got to argue about something. And you could tell he was trying to shut them up, like, dude, you messing up my live. Y'all cussing. He cussing too, but he ain't cussing like them because they passionately arguing about something that don't even matter off camera, but it's still on camera. It's still registering to the meter of sound. So he ended up getting a message. He said, hey, man, y'all gonna have to stop. Look. And dude, people show, he reading it. And it was like the message from YouTube saying, you're gonna be cut off because your thing is breaking rules about, you know, decency and certain overuse of word and blah, blah, blah. I said, wow, I've never seen that happen on somebody's live. I know it can happen, but I was like, this dude done reached the meter. He done broke the meter, damn. Like, but instead of making people not know when it's coming, I would give you at least the grace of, you would see the little meter. It would be, it wouldn't be on your screen the whole time you're live. It would only come up when you say certain things, and it would go away if you chill out and ain't doing it. But it's constantly adding them. And if you get to a certain point where you done said certain things too much, I'm sorry, man, we gotta let you go. Now, here's some people say, oh, that's not respecting my freedom of speech. Look, man, if your freedom of speech is speech that is so retarded, you can't say a sentence without using cuss words like punctuation, then you don't deserve to be online, because that's not something to keep spreading an energy and making that norm. We gotta stop normalizing that ratchet energy like that. That's the problem. It's normalized at this point. People are so used to people saying and doing anything, literally anything. Okay, and this is coming from somebody, by the way, I'm not religious, so this ain't no evangelistic type perspective on it. This is just some common decency, some universal decency, people. We need that. We need the return of universal decency, okay? And respect for the fact that, guess what? You hiding behind your computer. Nobody is above not being found when you saying and doing anything, trolling people's apps and saying crazy stuff, trying to start stuff that can truly turn into violence. And let's be honest, violence begets death. And ain't no coming back from that. So stop playing with your lives. Like, it's not a game. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Please. So yeah, I would have a meter on my app. Like, you have broken the level. You cannot continue. And like, straight up, like, instead of, but you would get your warning instead of just out of nowhere, you get a message. No. Give a fool a warning. Give them a chance to get themselves right. And if they still don't act right, then you gone. Period. Like, period. And this would go across the app. Like, in comments, there would be words absolutely never to be used. All y'all who think y'all slick, disrespecting other people's cultural significance because you so addicted to the word, like all these black folks still saying, you can't stop saying in all the damn time. So now you saying ninja. Now, you couldn't say ninja on my app. Did you hear what I said? You could not say it unless you were talking about a real ninja. If the sentence of the AI read it and said, he's not speaking of feudal Japan, there's nothing about this about ninjutsu, you can't say that here. We're not even gonna allow that. We're not even gonna allow that. And all that YN talk, you ain't calling nobody a young, no, hell no. A black man of a certain age is not automatically a damn N. You're not gonna say that ish over here. I would cut it off. You understand? It would not exist in my app. My ultimate app, it would not exist. Yeah. So we're gonna get back to it, y'all. I got way more to say on this, but I gotta take a quick break. We're gonna get back to it, y'all. I got way more to say on this, but I gotta take a quick break.